Good day, my name is Maximus Aurelius L. Valencia from STEM 11 Y1-19, and today we are going to learn another new topic, a specific topic in Gen Math or Business Math. Our topic is exact and ordinary interest. Let's get started.
Ano nga ba yung mga definition of terms na matatalakay natin dito sa lesson na to? So, ang unang-una yung principal. Principal amount is the amount of money borrowed or invested on that origin date. Ang sunod naman ay time or term is, ang ibig sabihin naman yan ay the amount of time in years the money is borrowed or invested. Sunod ay rate. Annual rate of the interest or usually in percentage yan charged by the lender. Tapos yung interest naman is yung the amount paid or earned for the used money. Okay? Ang last naman ay yung maturity or future value is yung future value ng pera mo sa future, future value of the loan or investment. Utang yan or investment mo. Ayun yung kung anong kakalabasan niya. Okay? What is exact interest? Exact interest is a process of calculating the interest on a debt based on a 365 days a year. So, ayan yung sa baba, yung formula niya. Pwede nyo i-pause yung video, tapos i-copy na lang. So, interest equals principal rate times number of days given, tapos over or divided by 365. Tapos, yung ordinary interest naman is a process of calculating the interest on a debt based on a 360 day a year. Okay? Yung sa ordinary ay 360 lang, while sa exact naman ay 365 or 366. Based sa kung may leap year. So, yung makikita nyo naman dyan, same lang rin. Tapos, ayan. So, let's learn how many months in a year and the number of days in a year. So, sa kaalaman naman natin, sa per year, merong 12 na months or 12 months per year. So, ang months na yon ay January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Tapos, tanong, kabisado nyo ba yung mga araw? So, kung ilang araw sila. For example, January ay 31, February ay 28 days, March 31 days, April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, tapos November 30, December 31. Ayun yung mga araw nila pag normal, pag 365. Pag 366 naman, ayan na yung tinatawag na leap year, na yung February nila ay 29. So, may madadagdag na isa. Ang leap year naman, ayan yung tinatawag natin na leap year are the years where an extra or intercalary day is added to the end of the shortest month, February. The intercalary day, February 29, is commonly known as leap day. Leap years have 366 days instead of 365 as usual na date. So, leap years occurs every 4 years. Okay? Paano natin malalaman pag leap year yung isang taon? Pwede natin yan malaman sa pamamagitan ng pag-divide. So, kunyari, pag-divide ng 4. So, for example, 2020 divided by 4. So, malalaman natin kung whole number yung sagot, siya ay leap year. So, for example nga, nung sinabi ko, 2020 divided by 4 equals to 505. So, buo yung answer niya. Ibig sabihin, leap year siya. Pero, pag decimal naman, for example, 2017 divided by 4 equals 504.25. Ang ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya leap year. Okay? So, pwede nyo naman mahirap kasi pag kayo, every 4 years, kunyari 2020, wala susunod sa 2020, 2024, tas 2028, tas so on. Parang ganun, mahihirapan pa kayo lalo. So, pwede nyo na lang i-divide para hindi na kayo mahirapan. Okay? So, ito naman, additional tips on kung paano natin malalaman kung how many days in a month. So, lagi nyo lang tatandaan pag kinlose nyo yung kamay nyo, tapos magkasunod yan. So, ang unang-una ay January. So, January, may bump, siya ay 31. February, nakailalim, so siya ay 28. Then, yung bump uli, March, nakabump, 31 yan. April, 30. Tapos, May, nakabump, so 31. June, nasa ilalim, baliwala. Ano siya, 30 lang yan. Pag July naman, 31, kasi may bump. Then, next yan, August, may bump uli. Then, ang sunod naman ay September, nasa ilalim. So, 30 siya. Pag October, nasa bump, 31. Then, sunod niya, November, hanggang 30 lang siya. Then, December, nakabump uli, 31. So, para hindi kayo lito, ganyan nyo lang yung kamay nyo. Then, ayun na yun. Kung ano yung may bump, siya yung 31. Then, kung ano naman yung nasa pailalim, siya yung 30. So, tandaan nyo lang, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay? How to determine the number of days in a problem? There's two types. Yung una ay actual. Actual is the actual number of days based on the calendar. And yung pangalawa naman ay yung approximate. Approximate is the approximate numbers of days in a month is 30 days. So, ganito yan, para manali. Pag yung actual, siya yung buong 30 days, 28 o kaya 29 na, kaya sa February, sabihin natin. Sa February, merong 28 days pag hindi leap year. Pag leap year naman, 29 days. So, ganun yung actual date yung gagamitin. Pero pag approximate naman, lahat yan, kahit February, 30 days. So, January, February hanggang December, 30 days. Pero pag actual, siya yung tawag dito. Sa una, yung 31, January, tapos so on. Okay? Now, let us try finding the approximate and the actual time. So, example number 1. Find the actual and the approximate time between July 23 to August 8. So, nakalagay dyan. Yes, baliktad yung pagkakalagay ko. Pero sir, pagbigyan mo na. Please. So, ayun na nga. 31 minus 23 equals 8. Then, bring down mo lang yung sa August na 8. So, 16 yung actual time niya. Para naman mahanap yung approx time, gagawin mo lang 30 yung so 30 minus 23 equals 7, tapos plus mo yung 8 sa August 8, then 15. So 15 yung approximate time niya. That's for example number 1. So for example number 2, let us find the actual and approximate time between January 20, 2017 to January 20, 2021. So the actual is, first natin ay 365 minus 20 equals 345. Tapos yung the following years ay 365, tapos 365 ulit. Tapos yung isa naman, leap year siya, so 366 ang ilalagay natin dyan. Then, ang next naman ay 20 days pa rin kasi 20 days nga lang. Tapos, ayun. So, add na natin yan lahat. Wait lang. Ay, sorry, magkamali ako lagay. Kamali ako lagay dyan. Sorry. So, ang natin, 345 plus 365 plus 365 plus 366. Tapos, plus 20 equals to 1,461. So, make sure natin na tama yung nagawa natin. Yan. So, nalagay natin 1,461. That's for the actual days. That's for the actual days. So, saan naman tayo? Approx. So, pag sa approx, 360 lang yan. Nakalagay nga doon, 360 minus 20. Lagay ba natin 360 dyan? So, 360. Tapos, 360 minus 20. Okay, lagay natin. Equals to 340. Okay. Pag pagka 340 tapos plus 20, add lang uli natin lahat yan. Pagka-add natin lahat yan, so, nakalagay naman yan. Input lang natin sa calculator. Then, ang kakalabas na naman yan ay, yan, wait lang, add muna natin. 360 plus 360, ay, wait lang, nagkamali. So, ayun, minultiply ko na lang para, mabilis natin makuha. So, ayun, so 1,440 yung approximate days natin. So, ayun na yung final ng, example number 2. Okay? For example number 3, so madali lang to. Find the actual and approximate time between November 20, 2017 to December 20, 2017. So, sa actual, ang gagawin lang natin, so, sa November, ang gagawin lang natin, minus, katulad nung sa una. So, 30 minus 20 equals 10, 10 plus 20 equals 30. So, 30 actual days. Vice versa rin dun sa may approximate, so 30. So, 30 minus 20 equals 10. Then, plus muli, 10 plus 20 equals 30. Then, 30 yung approximate days natin. So, yeah. That's for the example number 3. Finding the exact ordinary and ordinary interest. Example number 1. So, Maria, local bakery owner, borrows 50,000 pesos to buy a new oven with an annual interest rate of 12%. Was made on March 5 and was due on July 18 of the same year. Find the exact interest using actual time and find the ordinary interest using the approximate time. So, ang given natin ay principal, yung P, which is 50,000. Ang rate naman natin ay 12%. Pag kinonvert natin siya ay 0.12. Tapos yung numbers of days naman sa actual time ay 135 days. Tapos yung numbers of days naman sa approximate time is 133 days. Okay? So, sasagutan na natin. Pag sasagutan naman natin, i-substitute mo lang. So, yung P ay 50,000. Then, yung parenthesis, 0.12, yung R. Tapos, 135 yung numbers of days. Tapos, 365. Tapos, ang sagot naman dyan sa exact interest ay 2,219.18. Pag sasagutan naman natin sa approximate, same lang rin, pero papalitan natin yung days, tapos yung sa ilalim, yung 360. Gagawin natin siyang 360, tapos 155. Tapos ang sagot naman natin dyan ay 2,216.67. Okay? That's for example number 1. Example number 2. A student wants a computer equipment, so a friend of him lent him 75,000 so he can buy the computer parts. He borrowed the money with an annual interest of 10% and was made on April 10 and was due on August 25 of the same year. Find the exact interest using actual time. Find the ordinary interest using approximate time. So, yung given natin, 4 ulit. So, ang pin natin ay 75,000. Ang rate naman natin ay 10% or 0.10. Ang numbers of actual time naman natin, numbers of days of actual time is 137 days. And yung number naman natin ng approximate time is 135 days. Okay? So, paano naman pag mag-solve tayo? So, yung sa solving natin, same as usual, ganun pa rin. So, example number 2, ang natin, 75 yung P, 75,000, tapos 10 times 137 over 365 equals to 2,815.10. Tapos, sa approximate time naman natin ay nakaabot siya ng 75 pa rin. Papalitan lang natin yung 135 tapos 360. Then, ang sagot naman natin dyan ay 2,812.5. Yun lang. Sa That's for example number 2. Let's move on example number 3. University researchers borrow 30,000 pesos for a short-term research fund with an annual interest of 18%. So, nag-ano siya nung May 20 and was due on October 15 of the same year. Find the exact interest using the actual time and find the ordinary interest using the approximate time. So, ang given uli natin ay lahat. So, P is 30,000. Then, R naman natin ay 18. So, convert natin yan. 0.18. So, 0.18. Numbers of days in actual time is 148 days. Then, sa numbers of days in approximate time is 145 days. Okay? So, sa example number 3, same pa rin. So, ang P natin ay 30,000, then parenthesis 0.18 and parenthesis, then 148 plus over 365. Ang sagot natin dyan ay 2,189.59. Yan yung interest. Tas, ang ano naman natin sa may approximate or sa ordinary ay papalitan lang natin 145 tapos 360. I-ano natin, multiply natin yan lahat-lahat. Ang ano kayo dyan, ginawa ko kasi nag-cycle ako kaya mabilis na yung ano dyan. So, ang sagot naman doon ay 2,175. Sakto yun. Activity time. Now, let's answer the following. So, the first one is, Carlos, a young businessman, needs funds to purchase advanced computer servers for his setup. He borrows 65,000 from a business development bank on May 12 at the annual interest rate of 9%. The loan is due at September 25 of the same year. Calculate the interest using both actual and approximate time methods. So, ayun. Yung given natin is apat pa rin. Principal rate, numbers of actual time, tas numbers of days of approximate time. So, ang principal natin is 65,000. Ang rate naman natin ay 9%. Tapos, yung actual time naman natin ay 136 days. Tas yung approximate time naman natin ay 133 days. So, pagsasagutan natin siya, same as usual, I tapos PR times number of days over 365. So, i-substitute lang natin yan. So, 65,000 tapos 0.09 PR natin. Multiply by 136 over 365 equals to, ano yun? 2,179.73. That's for actual. Yung sa ano naman natin, approximate naman natin ay same pa rin, pero papalitan nyo yung 365 ng 360, tapos yung 136 ng 133. Calculate lang ulit, magiging kalabasan niyan, 2,161.25. Yun lang. That's for example number 1. Example number 2. Sophia, a skilled jewelry maker, wants to expand her workshop by purchasing specialized equipment. She secures a loan of 55,000 from a local credit union on March 20 with an annual interest rate of 11%. The loan is scheduled to be repaid on July 15. Calculate the interest using both actual and approximate time methods. So, apat uli yung given, P 55, R natin is 11%. Tapos, numbers of days natin is 117. Then, yung ano naman natin, approximate time is 115. So, pag magka-calculate tayo, as usual, same as old. Ano pa rin natin. So, 55,000 tapos 0.11 times 117 over 365 equals to 1,939.32. That's for actual interest. Pag sa exact interest pala yun, sorry. Pag ordinary naman, ordinary interest, ang ano naman natin, papalitan lang uli natin ng 360 tas 115. Ang ano naman natin doon, so 1,932.63. Ayun yung interest niya. Number 3. So, sa number 3, Elena who runs a family restaurant wants to upgrade her kitchen equipment. she borrows 100,000 pesos from a business financing company on February 10 with an annual interest of 15%. The loan is set to mature on June 25. Calculate the interest for this loan using both exact and approximate time calculation. So, ang given natin ay P, R, numbers of days, apat uli yan. So, ang P natin ay 100. Ang rate naman natin ay 15. Numbers of days on actual time is 135. Tapos, yung numbers naman sa approximate time ng days is 133. So, as usual uli, ganun pa rin yung gagawin natin. Formula, copy lang. Then, substitute, 100,000. Tapos, 0.15 times 135 over 365. Tapos, ang sagot naman natin dyan ay 5,547.95. Ayan yung sa exact. Tapos yung sa approximate naman, or sa ordinary is,
Aurelius L. Valencia from
ang
STEM
makukuha
11
natin dyan ay,
Y1-19. And before I end the
tawag
video,
dito,
I just want to say
papalitan muna natin
taken
substitute,
by
then
Dr. Seuss
ang answer
that
naman natin dyan
sometimes
ay
the questions are complicated and the answers are simple.
5,041.67.
So, thank you for
So,
listening. I hope
sa
that you have learned something
number
from the
3.
video. So, that is all. Stay safe, and goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye.